All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to podcast number 2 of the Pat and Mike podcast.
Hello.
How you doing, Pat?
Pretty good. I'm excited. We're in a new environment
Yes.
for the second podcast.
We do not want the bed being shown anymore in the background, so here we are.
That's true. And for the people who are listening with just audio, we are using a different mic this time, so hopefully our voices sound a little bit crispier. Yeah, we were doing a little like ASMR shit with the thing. It was fun, but sorry. Anyways,
Let us know if you want us to do ASMR,
Oh.
and we can get you that content as well.
yeah, it's pretty good. I was like
Yes.
kind of clicking a lighter in front of it. It sounded pretty crispy. Here, I'll give you one.
A sneak preview.
Okay.
Doesn't
Anyway,
that sound nice? All right.
so it's been an interesting week. It's been an interesting time since we've done the last podcast.
To say the
like,
least.
in the world and like for I guess like people in Hollywood, there's been a few instances in the past week.
It's been 6 days, Patrick, since we recorded the last one, and so much has happened.
Oh yes, and one of them is something that we talked about in the last podcast. It was one of the guys that we wanted on our podcast.
We still want you.
We still do
Mm-hmm.
for your interesting life, and that would be John Mulaney. You interesting guy. So just a quick recap: like he's been in and out of rehab, and then he divorced his wife. Then he went back into rehab, and then out of rehab again, and now then he was dating Olivia Munn or Munn, whatever.
Yes, Olivia Munn.
And then he gets her pregnant, and now they're broken up.
Last podcast, we went through the whole backstory of them, and then we released it, and then fucking they have to go and break up, and we have to talk about them again.
I mean, we have to bring it back up. It's just like, it's interesting.
It's been a crazy 16 months for that guy, and I'd like to ask him about it.
This might just be what's best for him. It kind of seems like a relationship that he might have jumped into. So
Some would say
if it's best to leave
wife.
it, it's just the problem with like him getting her pregnant.
Well, I guess we shall see what happens with that.
Yeah, that really throws a wrench in the whole life thing, you know.
Yeah. Yes.
A little kiddo.
A little kiddo running around, having to do things with a kiddo, take a kiddo to school, fucking change the kiddo's diaper.
Yeah. Yikes.
You got that little shit for 18 years.
Couldn't be me. Yeah, but anyways, so yeah, he big Hollywood guy, you know, big.
I just want what's best for John, and I hope he's getting that.
Me too, definitely. I think he's taking the right step here, but in another Hollywood celebrity instance,
this one ruffles my feathers more than old Johnny Boy.
I don't know if it ruffles my feathers, but
This
I feel like this is such a king move. But
okay.
Recently,
Yeah.
Kim K and Pete Davidson were spotted.
Wait, who? Can you say those names again for me?
Kim K
Yes.
and Pete Davidson.
No fucking way.
Kim Kardashian.
No fucking way.
You know, like Ye's now ex-wife.
Yes.
They were spotted holding hands on an amusement ride, and there was like this picture that went viral on Twitter.
Yeah, they were at fucking Disney.
It went crazy. It was everywhere, and it's just it's sad because a lot of people are like, oh, Pete, like, you know, like, I don't know, they just rip on Pete a lot. They talk about how ugly he is and like how they're like, what the fuck is Kim doing with yeah.
Well, I'm asking the same question though. What the fuck is Kim K doing with Pete?
Okay, but can we stop and think for a moment? Maybe Pete Davidson isn't like such a bad guy. Maybe he has like a great personality.
But Kim Kardashian, he's dated.
Maybe she needs that. She just got out of a relationship too. You know.
I mean, he's dated Ariana Grande. He is now dating Kim K. How? They're like the two top women of the world right now.
That's what I'm saying.
We bagged them both.
We can't just assume that like you've never met him. I mean, I've never met him. We don't know.
Come on the podcast.
Exactly. Add him to our list. Boom. Add him to the top celebrity podcast guest list. That's a long name.
It's definitely a change going from somebody like Ye to Pete
Davidson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're they're both entertainers in a way, but like their lifestyles are definitely different. I mean,
Pete lived with his mom until like 2-3 years ago. Him and his mom shared a house.
that is crazy.
I know.
Yeah, wow. But now he's on SNL. He's a comedian. I mean, he's more of he hits the younger generation. Like he's
only like 26.
It's a weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's honestly the same kind of like culture, that viral culture that Kanye's in, that Pete Davidson's in as well.
That's
like
they ruffle the masses, and then all the masses watch their shit.
Yeah,
that's what the goal is.
Once you get involved in the Kardashian/Jenner family, you're instantly
limelight if you weren't already.
Yeah, I mean he was already, but like there were people. Well, let's see, Travis. I guess he was.
That happened.
I don't know. It's just you're in the limelight a lot more, definitely. So.
Also, I would like to bring up just our little baby Buddha we have back here.
True.
And I think he really now brings a whole new segment to what this podcast already had going for it.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
It's golden and sparkly. It's beautiful. It's something. It's a nice piece to the apartment for sure.
It's exquisite.
And so speaking of
exquisite things, yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say this is exquisite.
I'd call it exquisite.
Are we talking about the same thing?
I actually, yes. If I know what you're about to say, then yes.
If you are a Browns fan, then this is... Well, I guess it's from your point... You have your opinion on this, I guess, but for me, I was a fan of this guy. I know you... Not really.
No.
Odell Beckham Jr.
OBJ.
So he most likely has played his last game as a Cleveland Brown.
We're going to say this, and then he's going to end up playing Sunday, and then we're going to have to talk about it next podcast. But, like, whatever happens, I low-key hope it's his last game.
I see, you hope that, but I don't. I don't know. I mean, he's a great player. I feel like Baker just hasn't been using him right. There's been many instances.
We've never used him right.
Yeah, there's been many instances where he's been open. Which, speaking of, there was a couple of things that came up on Twitter and Instagram. So one of them was Odell's father. He actually posted an 11-minute montage video of all the opportunities where Baker missed Odell being wide open.
Yeah.
And I don't know, that's pretty crazy. That's kind of, and I guess the caption was like, usually I'm like behind the scenes, but not today or whatever.
Well, what's also funny about it is when he posted it on Instagram, then a bunch of wide receivers from the Browns liked the post and then unliked the post. Like Rashard Higgins did that. That's like Baker's #1 guy.
Yeah, that's pretty sus.
It is sus.
I mean, personally, I kind of feel like Baker just... I mean, he's had great games. I mean, he's definitely pulled us out of our shittiest seasons for sure.
Oh, yes.
And made us a better team, but I don't know if he's the guy that's going to take us to the very, very top. Like, I mean, I'm talking...
Super Bowl?
Yeah, I'm talking like Tom Brady type. I'm talking...
I mean, he might not be, but like, he's the best shit we got this season. So, like, we need to use him, and I think Odell is just... We're trying to force it.
I think
it needs to be natural. And if you look at the stats between them, it's like when he plays, we suck. When he doesn't play, we do great.
That's true. I don't know. I feel like once we get everybody back in from our injuries, because we've had hella injuries, and COVID has affected us. Once that's all out of the way, I feel like once we get our chemistry going later in the season, once we played enough games, I feel like, you know, we might see a change.
I mean, we'll see how November goes.
But with that being said, Baker's probably going to be off the team by then, from what it sounds like.
Did you say Baker's gonna be off the team?
I mean, not Baker. I'm sorry.
Odell.
Yeah. Odell's probably gonna be off the team.
Get him out of here.
Which, I mean, did you see? I mean, you did see because you were telling me about it. Kevin Stefanski saying that he's just not gonna be on the team anymore. Or whatever.
Yeah,
he's just no longer a part of this team.
The exact quote was like, "As of right now, Odell is essentially not on the Browns team," was what he said.
Yeah. So
I think Baker just wants an apology. Like, I don't know what they've talked to each other, but like, damn.
Yeah.
That's not a way to treat a teammate.
With all that, well, not just that post where Odell's father posted that video, but there was another thing. Odell posted this like thing on his story and then quickly deleted it where he said, and I quote, "Maybe the shit with Baker and Cleveland won't work after all."
I think he wants out.
Yeah.
I mean, Odell is saying, I'm done. Let me be.
It's fair. I mean, he went from the guy in New York that had the three-handed catch, one of the greatest catches of all. Three-finger, yeah. It's
Three-handed catch.
Hell. But no, yeah, the three-fingered catch, one of the probably the greatest catch of all time. Mm-hmm. One of. And I don't know. I feel like he deserves a better shot somewhere else.
It's sad to see him go. I wish it worked, but like, if he's not happy and I'm not happy, get him out. Let's change it up.
Yeah.
Let's see how November goes.
That's true. I'm sure. I feel like he'll find his place somewhere else for sure. Mm-hmm. He was that guy. He was on the level of like athlete that like when you think about LeBron James or. At one point, I feel like he was.
I think he just had.
He was one of the top dogs.
He just had a cult following, I think.
That's
true. Like everybody loves him and thinks he's the best.
There were people in our school when we were in, high school that would be wearing those jerseys. Like,
oh yeah.
And we're in Ohio. If you're in Ohio, you're usually a diehard Cleveland or Steelers fan. Yeah. I mean, that's just kind of how it is usually around here. I mean, in Northern, but in Southern, obviously, you got the Bengals, which are, by the way, are doing great right now, and I'm terrified of...
Our boy Joey B.
Yeah, I'm terrified of what's going to happen when Cleveland plays them, which is, what, Sunday?
Yes, in a few days.
So, we'll see how that goes. And, we'll see if Odell's in. Doesn't sound like it.
Well, what's best for the team is...
Yeah. But, I don't know. We'll see.
I just hope we win. I want whatever happens, I just want us to be able to win.
For sure. But, so you were telling me about this thing earlier this week, and it goes along the lines of, what we usually talk about.
Aliens.
Aliens and space and time and whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
As we do. And you came across something really interesting you were telling me about that particle accelerator and the elements.
So we, as humans, developed particle accelerators where you fling particles around and they smash into each other. And you can create new elements and shit out of them.
Yeah.
And I don't know how we found this out or like why we think this, but we thought that there is an element that aliens use to like bend gravity at their will. So like you have a spaceship, but it doesn't need boosters or anything. It can just move however it wants, whenever it wants.
Kind of like how like heroes can fly.
Pretty much, yeah. Basically the same thing.
Because like they can just manipulate their where they are.
Yeah, the force of gravity has no impact on what you do or where you go.
They kind of explained that in Invincible when they're teaching Omni-Man's teaching Invincible how to fly.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
But so we thought it was that, and then in a particle accelerator a few years ago, we actually made that element for like less than a second. We were able to make what we think is element 151 for like a second. So that means the alien technology would have like good enough particle accelerators where they could just fling them and make a bunch of that element and use it to power their spaceships and shit.
So it works how it works. Sorry. Basically, like, it's a machine where you just, like, send these two particles around this big circle and then slam them on the other end.
Yeah, they go around the circle like
if you think about
50 million times
you could
until they get fast enough.
You could make a giant, like, thing where you take multiple circles and just lay them, like, all within each other till it looks like kind of like a bird cage sort of.
Yeah, like there
where
used to
there's
be
two ends.
There used to be like toys that you could like open and close like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Something
like that. And you just send multiple particles and then time it up to where they all just end up hitting at the same exact point, and you can make one that hopefully would last long enough to just exist.
We're talking about 60 particles or more.
But here's the thing. So I don't know if this affects it, but certain elements might need to. What if it's turning into gas or something and just like dissipating, you know? Or like, what if it needs to be at a certain temperature where it stays a solid? Or
I'm not a scientist, but I am hoping we have little doors so that once they hit each other, we slam the doors, the gases are trapped inside, we cool that bitch in case it needs to be a solid.
True, yeah.
Cryo cooling.
Get that in a tube or something.
Mm-hmm. We
Yes,
can
sir.
cool it and make it hot at the same time.
Tube it up.
That's what I'm talking about. Well,
That would be
I
insane.
think we need a name for it.
Imagine if you were able to drink that and make yourself manipulate, like,
A nice little anti-gravity cocktail.
yeah. Yeah, so you would just, like, what, turn gravity off and then just
With your mind.
be able to move?
Mhm. Yeah,
I mean,
pretty
there
much.
might be more into this element than we
You just got to make sure.
like, initially thinking about.
Well, I'm saying when you're flying, because you drank your anti-gravity potion,
Yeah.
make sure your head, when you stop, doesn't smack into your skull.
What?
Inertia. If you're flying and you stop real fast, you're going to get a concussion. Watch out.
Oh, yeah, so you need to, slow down before you,
You can't stop on a dime.
You're not Superman. You can't just have one of those sick-ass superhero landings where you just...
Actually, you might. Maybe we can get a strength potion out of this, too.
That's true. Well, I mean, if we're making one element, we might as well make tons of elements and extend our periodic table, like...
That's what I'm saying. I don't think the physicists have thought about this all the way, as much as they could have, I should say.
There might just not be enough funding also.
We need more tubes.
I mean, I'm sure it costs a lot of money. I saw a picture of one. It was like... you could probably fit like 3 or 4 football fields inside of that circle.
It's as big as cities. Yeah. And it just goes underground.
It's huge.
So like we need better tunnels and tubes.
For sure. I mean, we're doing shit like that over here, like with our speed trains, like the Tesla, like this.
Fucking speed.
I don't know if that was SpaceX or what, making those trains from like Chicago to Cleveland and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's not SpaceX,
like the
but
8-minute trip or whatever.
Yeah, fucking maglev trains where they just use magnets and put them in tubes and suck all the air out and boom.
I mean, if you can build a tube underground from Cleveland to Chicago, then I feel like you can build a...
Put it on top of
build a
ground.
big
I
old-
don't even care.
Exactly.
Put it somewhere.
Put it in space.
Why does the U.S.
Imagine if they did that in
tubes
space.
in space? Have a tube that just goes straight to the moon.
It's like well, you can put it piece by piece together. Like SpaceX could start sending like multiple ships up time at a time and just put piece by piece till you have the giant tube, and then you just do all the work for connect the International Space Station to it, and just have robots work on it, and then send some scientists that work on. I'm going deep into this.
Yes, you have to.
I mean, this is the future.
Mm-hmm.
What I mean,
Tubes into space to the International Space Station and the moon. So like you're just gonna wait till it comes to you on Earth. You just jump and it'll go boop, shoot you all the way up there.
I can't wait to see what happens in the next. I mean, I don't even know how many years. I mean,
20 years.
With the way, like, society has progressed so far.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's been pretty much exponential.
Oh yeah.
To the point where, like, in 20 years from now, I mean, who knows?
Some crazy shit is gonna happen.
So back in like the 80s and 90s or whatever, they were always talking about like, oh, in the 2000s we'll have flying cars and stuff.
Yeah.
And you know, you look at it now and you're like, oh well,
Where's my car?
what the fuck? There's no, there's no flying cars.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just seeing an article where they were making a prototype for a flying car that also has wheels, so you can just drive it around as well.
Interesting.
And I thought that was pretty cool because I mean, finally something like that's happening. I mean, they said
Flying cars.
we've been saying that since we were kids. Like,
Well,
where the flying cars at? Like,
yeah, our parents have been saying that since they were kids.
Yeah.
They watched Back to the Future and they're like, flying cars by 2015.
Exactly.
We hit 2015. We didn't even have the shoes.
yeah, I don't know. But
Even if we don't have flying cars, just get me to space.
hey,
Give me a space hotel and I'll be okay with that.
we could have flying cars with our new elements.
Actually,
I mean, shit.
Could you imagine if when we take our anti-aging pill and so we're like
Oh, yeah, I
160
forgot about that.
and everybody has their own spaceships instead of cars?
Yeah.
They're like, this is just my ship.
Whipping that forward.
Hop in. I would need a dope ship name.
Dude, my ship's gonna have like a nice LED underkit and like, you know, like, I don't even know.
Pimp that super big subwoofer.
I can't have spoilers because there's no wheels, so I'm gonna put like you know, when wind blows through, like those things that spin. I'm gonna just put those on the fucking wings and have those like some pimped out ones like that. Oh my god.
I'm gonna put a nutsack like how big trucks have.
Oh, yeah.
The big trucks
Put it on
with
your-
the smokestacks.
Put a license plate too or something.
Yes.
These nuts. Oh gosh. Yeah. That's interesting though.
People would know we're old if we did that.
Oh, for sure. I mean,
They're like, a spaceship with these nuts joke on it?
oh yeah.
It's so fucking 2000.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Jeez. That's crazy though. I mean, yeah, a lot is going to happen in the next 20, 40, 50 years. I'm not a scientist or I'm not an expert on anything really. So I can't say, but I have lived life long enough now to see the change that's happened in the past 20 soon to be 21 years. And so I don't know. I'm just excited.
Me too. Another thing I want to get back to, though, is why do we suck at trains? Like,
That
you
is
see
true.
Europe, and there's, like, trains underwater to England, and you can get to every country in Europe via the train. Why does the U.S. not have that?
I don't know. That's kind of sad. And, you know, I've never actually been on a train.
You've never been on a train?
I've never been on a train in my life. I wish.
How?
That sounds fun as hell.
I mean, they don't go that fast. They go like 60 miles per hour.
Still, like, Harry Potter? Oh, my God. Like,
Go through your fucking little cement brick door or magic door.
yes, yeah.
Get on a train that way.
What is it, 9 3/4 or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, station 9 3/4. Yeah, that would be really cool. I'm sure there's... I know for a fact there's trains around here. We just
Well, those
never need them.
I mean, no.
We
Those
got
are
cars.
just like supply trains for coal. I'm talking about human trains. Like,
True.
if we could take a train to Chicago in 2 hours, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I would be in Chicago
How
like
far
every
is
other
the
weekend.
drive?
Like 7 hours?
Sheesh.
Well, it's like 6, but when we went, we had a detour.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I don't know. We do suck at trains.
Give me some fucking bullet trains.
You
I'm
know,
here
you
for
know
it.
what we need to do?
What?
So, as a marketing major, I feel like we need to bring back Thomas the Choo Choo Train.
Thomas the Train Engine?
Bring him back, make him viral,
Mhm.
and then get as much funding as we can into trains. And just
Do you remember the little engine that could?
true.
Bring that back too.
Yeah,
It,
it could be Thomas's sidekick.
it goes up that mountain? Fucking yes, it does. It's a
Bingo.
train.
Hell yeah, he does. With his homie Thomas too.
Mm-hmm. Thomas can get up that fucking mountain, no problem.
Don't you underestimate them. Let's make America with trains again.
Hell yeah. That's the title of this
That was
podcast.
cringe as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Make America with trains again. Yeah.
But honestly, the bullet trains, I'm here for it.
Oh, for sure.
I think once this podcast gets big enough, then we can start. If we don't have trains by then, we can make our own trains.
True.
Like the people want trains.
Just get that bread. Yeah, I was gonna say. Our damn AC. But there's one more thing I wanted to talk about, and it goes along the lines with our new element.
Yes.
It's a show we've been watching, Young Justice.
Yes, Young Justice.
Oh, so good. It's great. There's a lot of talk about metahumans and stuff, like them experimenting on humans to make them superhumans.
Yes.
Metahumans.
Having another gene inside your body.
Yeah.
That can turn you into a superhero, pretty much. Like, you can teleport, fucking whatever. Violet's powers are the coolest ever.
True. Well, she has like mother box in her, which that's a whole nother thing. But just imagine that though. Like, would you, if you had the chance to become a metahuman, would you?
100%. Okay.
Here's the thing. There's a chance it fails.
Well, yeah. If you don't have the metahuman gene inside you, you die because the procedure kills you.
I'm sure there's a way to test that in your bloodstream.
They do have, in the show, they have the metagene test.
But the villains, they don't care about that.
No, sir.
They
just throw all the kids.
They throw the gene in there, and if it don't work, they die. Yeah, it's kind of...
Would you try for it?
Well,
becoming a metahuman?
I would definitely go get the metahuman test, gene test. And
if there wasn't a test. If it was either die or become a superhero.
I mean, my life isn't that shitty, so like, I mean, I don't need superpowers that bad, but I do really want superpowers. I mean, it's very tempting. It's
right. If all my friends have the gene, I'd try it. I'd be like, I can't be the only one, right? I'd have to have it.
If a family member had it,
yeah,
that would be that I'd for sure try.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, if my sister had it or something.
But have I told you about the sixth sense thing? That you can get a sixth sense if you put a magnet inside your finger?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You can like... that's just so weird. So can you like sense electricity? Like what
Yeah, so you like rubber band your finger and you put in a magnet in the tip of it because that's where most of your nerves are. So you cut a hole open, shove a little magnet in there, super glue it closed and let it heal. In 6 weeks, your nerves will grow around it and like fuse and become one with the magnet. And so you can sense when like microwaves turn on or like when you walk by electrical lines, you can like feel it. And I want to get one.
So you got a Bluetooth finger.
Pretty much, yeah. You can feel shit in it and it's dope.
Damn. Imagine if you could just like click your light on.
That's not how that works at all.
No,
bitch, it's just
turn the electricity off.
No.
You're Magneto now. You can do anything.
Fucking, that's such a good way though to like nail things in. Just use your little magnet finger and just, because the nail would stick to it.
That would hurt. Oh, on the side?
Yeah.
To keep it up, so
you're not
just
putting
to start,
a nail
just to get it
between
started?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Bitch, you're not putting a nail through your finger. What do you think this is?
No, I thought you were gonna put your finger on top of the nail and like use your finger as like you know how like sometimes magnets don't like they push against each other or away from each other. Yeah, use that and hammer your finger into the nail, and the magnet pushes it down. Yeah, I was gonna say that would just like slam your finger.
Yeah, that would just break your finger and ruin your magnet.
Yeah.
If I got one of the magnets in my finger, would you get one?
Depends how much, but I mean, that sounds pretty cool. The only thing is, I use the microwave a lot, and I don't like. I feel like that might be annoying.
That's what you're supposed to feel, though.
I don't know. Like, what do you think it would feel like? I mean,
I
guess
don't know,
you can't really
buzz?
explain it. It's a sixth sense. Like, something.
I was watching. There's not many like videos or like documents on this because not many people have done it.
Yeah.
But like there was one where people have got the two magnets like right here, so it was basically like ears for them, which was pretty dope. But like I'm
so they can hear electricity.
Yeah,
and
I'd
hear
be scared
microwaves.
to get them up there.
Oh my gosh.
Wouldn't that be ridiculous?
Imagine you put your at leftovers that you were waiting to save in the fridge, and you hear your friend microwaving it.
Oh my
You're
God.
like, wait a minute.
You can hear what foods they're microwaving, and you're like, that's my fucking...
That's my lasagna! What the fuck? Are you kidding me? I told him. Yeah, my name was on it. Oh my God.
That's so funny.
Yeah, that would be cool. I guess. I don't know. Depends how what your range is. Like if we're talking I don't know 50 feet, I guess that would be
I don't
cool.
think it'd be that far. It's like a small ass magnet.
Yeah, true.
I just
As
think
far
it'd
as
be
your
cool.
other human senses are.
Yeah, and you can feel where all the electricity from places is going and coming from.
So you can feel the lines and yeah, so you can feel in the walls.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to nail something in the wall, but you don't want to put it through the wire.
Where's a wire?
Yeah, you don't need the tool.
Fuck no.
You are a human tool. That's kind of.
You are a human tool.
I mean.
You are.
That's
kind of
what the metagenes are, or metahumans are in
Young Justice.
Young Justice. Yeah.
Just human tools.
It's sad.
Well, I feel like a lot of people are human tools. That's just what we are. You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry to disrespect you like that.
It was. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of hurtful. But
Yeah,
also,
so-
I have cotton mouth like a motherfucker, and I cannot stop drinking water right now.
I feel that for sure. Well, we've been talking for a good minute.
It's been 30 minutes.
Oh wow.
Yeah. We still got 30 minutes of words to deliver to your people's ears.
Yeah. But
I think right now is a good time to bring up that we have a fan email.
oh
So if you guys have any fan questions you would like to give us, the email's name is...
That's my drum roll.
Yes?
Pat and Mike 505@gmail.com.
You heard it here first, folks. Pat and Mike 505@gmail.com.
The reason behind 505 being,
Arctic Monkeys, of course.
of course.
Yes. Our man Alex Turner in the band.
Oh man, if you don't listen to Arctic Monkey, I know that sounds kind of lame because I know AM the album. It's kind of one of those mainstream you like that. Oh,
everybody knows at least Do I Want to Know on AM.
That's
for
true.
Sure.
That's true. But you gotta listen to a lot of their shit.
Listen to their old stuff.
Yeah, really good. 505.
Mm-hmm.
A Certain Romance.
Marty Bum.
Marty Bum.
It's like Marty Bum.
Bet that you look good on the dance floor.
Oh my God! When we were at your sister's wedding and that song played.
Guys, my sister's wedding was a movie. I kid you not. Oh my gosh! But when that song played, yeah, that was great.
Mm-hmm.
Great music for sure.
But if you have any fan questions you'd like us to answer,
Oh yes.
or sponsorship deals, send them our way. We're plugging it now.
for sure.
We're plugging it now.
I feel like we could make any sponsorship relatable. So we're open to anything.
I feel like we can make it funny and fun for you guys.
Totally. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We're not sponsored by them, but here's the lawnmower. No.
No. Great marketing though. By the way, they have great marketing.
Yes,
team.
but fuck their product.
Yeah, mine
get wet.
broke. Okay, I did leave it in a puddle in my shower.
It should be able to survive that. Just a little puddle, it's
I'm
in
giving
your
it the
shower.
benefit of the doubt. I feel honestly, I think it might work again.
I think it's overpriced. For what you
That's
can
fair.
get, you can get a much cheaper one for the same thing.
That's true. Yeah, I want one of those ones where it has the 3. 1, 2, 3.
No,
And you,
those
go
hurt.
that. Really?
Yeah, I have that. Those ones hurt.
Hmm.
It pulls your face hairs because those
Maybe you just had a shitty one.
maybe it's kind of old, but I don't know. I want it's green, and it has crisscrosses and it looks like a razor, and it's small and green. That one looks like it's good.
Huh.
Yeah.
There's 2 that there's one that I really want to try. Have you've seen the classic just straight blade shave?
Oh yeah.
That looks interesting. I'd give it a try.
Barbers and those people that do it, they practice on balloons, shaving balloons. before they move on to humans.
That's smart.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just I don't know if I could do it by myself, and I don't know if I have the time to just go every however many days.
Yeah. Well, like usually,
I don't really have enough time to shave myself. I just
Well, I mean, we are doing No Shave November right now, but
true.
usually I shave my face like once a week.
Yeah.
Just let it get scruffy a little bit and then trim it down.
It's a cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But now we're doing No Shave November, and don't forget, everybody, to check your balls.
Oh yeah, that is that time of the month.
Testicular
Definitely.
cancer is a thing.
Give
check
yourself
your balls.
a good tug, a good feel. Make sure you ain't got nothing going on.
Give yourself a feel and then a tug later for feeling.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Reward yourself. You always deserve that. But anyways, also it is no, not November. A lot of people have been saying, they're like, bro, it's 2021. Like, get rid of that no nut November shit.
Well,
Like,
I feel like people have just said it as a joke, and then like only the crazy ones actually do it.
oh yeah. I saw some kid post something where they're like, 95% of us aren't strong enough to make it, but those 5% of us come out as men. Like, oh my god, like, shut the fuck up. Yeah, no, that whoever made that.
I think Nut Every Day November. I think we should make that a thing.
Someone did I don't know if they did it in December or if it was like just their own November thing, but they did it where they added like one time they would nut the day, so they'd nut the first day once, then twice the second day, three times the third day,
and then at like the fucking 31st day, you're nutting 31 times a day.
That shit's just fucking flaccid. Like,
you're becoming a man. You're becoming a man then.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh gosh. My thing will fall off, bro.
No. It would shrivel up and die.
All right, I'm out of here. Holy shit. Yeah, whoever does either. Yeah.
Crazy. One of them's crazier.
A casual nutting is preferred.
Yes, a casual nutting is the way to go.
Oh my god.
No more, no less.
Yeah. Any more or any less, and you're a freak.
Mm-hmm.
Just kidding. You do you, fam.
We would also like to thank our roommate Carson today for the microphone we're using.
Oh, for sure.
For our nice crispy audio you people are listening to. Thank you.
You
very
may have
much,
heard him
y'all.
just sneeze in the background. I don't know. But yeah, it's nice. Honestly, I saw, or he was saying on eBay you could get some pretty cheap, and I think that would be pretty good because we're pretty interested in like making music and stuff. So I feel like that would
help, and we also need microphones for the podcast, especially when we come interview people. We're gonna need like 3.
I really want one of those cool looking old fashioned ones.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Either like, well,
one of the ones that hang.
That would be interesting. Like a whole ass like every episode I do my whole ass Bruce Buffer skit where it comes down and I'm like,
what are we doing?
Are you ready to rumble? That'd be cool.
I want one of the old singing microphones as mine. When we
I
have,
think those are like pretty much the same.
yeah, pretty much. One's
on a stick and one's dangling. Yeah.
When we actually get like a studio and this becomes a thing, we need to get some dope ass shit.
Definitely.
And I feel like we need to wear costumes some episodes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
When we talk about some crazy shit.
Yeah, we'll think of something. Totally. I recently went as Danny Phantom for Halloween this year.
Yeah. Oh, we should have done a Halloween episode.
That's true. Well, I mean, here it is, folks. Your Halloween episode.
Boo.
But yeah, I went as Danny Phantom.
You didn't do your gray hair.
That's true. I didn't do the gray hair. Well, so it was. I was wearing white more with it, so it was more of like a white
hair.
Yeah, and I didn't really feel like going to Spirit of Halloween. Like
you could have dyed
like
it.
the day everyone was going there.
Well, the day of Halloween, going to Spirit of Halloween, that's crazy.
That would have been.
And everything's usually already sold out by then.
It's like Black Friday.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm not trying to die, so. Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of rolled with the El Natural.
But hey, it worked. And you look great in it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Did you have a Halloween costume?
No.
No.
And yeah, we were shooting a movie for my production 2 class all of Halloween weekend, and so I didn't really have time to dress up. Instead, I just got drunk and saw Rat on his birthday, because his birthday is on actual Halloween.
Yeah.
He turned 21. It was great.
That's a great time to turn 21.
Yeah, I know, right? On Halloween,
man.
it's spooky.
Yeah.
You have a spooky birthday, Rat.
Yeah, it's like the second best time of the year.
Could you imagine if your birthday...
Besides Halloween. I mean,
Christmas. Christmas, yes.
Yes, sir.
If your birthday was on Friday the 13th, I guess that would only be like every 7 years.
Yeah,
But that'd still be freaky.
Yeah. Oh man, that would be.
Every Friday the 13th is scary. I want to go to a tattoo parlor because they do Friday the 13th.
Tattoos?
Yeah.
Like what, deals or?
Yeah, they do deals for them usually.
Really? That'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I've never. Well, actually, what am I saying? I've gone to a real parlor.
Get a little ghost on you.
Yeah.
Boo.
Mike and I, we actually went to Chicago.
Yes.
And we went to see Tame Impala, of course, when one goes to Chicago.
Yeah.
And while we were there, of course we had to go and see the Bean.
Mm-hmm.
I mean...
If you go to Chicago and don't see the Bean, why are you in Chicago?
Exactly. And while we were there, we had the spontaneous idea of getting a tattoo.
Bean tattoo.
And we're like, well, why not get a bean? Yeah, so we all got bean tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
Totally don't regret it or anything.
No,
Never.
you don't have a big bean at all. I just got a little
Dude,
itty bitty bean.
No, yeah, I do got a big
cute
bean right here.
and small. I don't know if you people can see that.
Yeah.
But you got a ginormous ass bean on your fucking leg.
I do. I mean, I wouldn't say ginormous. It's medium size.
Okay.
But I mean, it is a good start to my
leg sleeves?
Sure,
Whatever you're doing on your leg?
We'll see.
What are you doing on your leg?
No clue.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's just going to be one of those spontaneous things. Every time I get a spontaneous tattoo, you know where it's going? Boom, my thigh.
Leg.
I already have 2, so it's a great start.
Hell yeah.
It's addictive, dude. It definitely is. I do want to get
I told
another.
you, bro.
That would be cool to get one up here.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I'm not like The Rock, so it's just
You can still get a tattoo on your arm /
true.
chest and not. You don't have to be The Rock.
That's true. Yeah.
They look dope. I love tattoos. They're fun.
Pat.
You're freaking
I'm
Pat. That's right.
I'm gonna get a gosh darn
Pat with the tat.
Pat with the tat.
Pat tat.
Pat with the chest tat. No face tats though. I mean, if you want one, you do you. I'm not gonna judge you for getting one. That's cool.
Do you want to get the little?
But I personally am never gonna get a face tat.
Fuck. What's that rapper's name with the little
Teardrop?
No, it's like a little ice cream sundae thing up on his face. I want to say that's Kodak or somebody. I don't know.
I think that's
We'll put a picture of him.
Boom.
Sorry for everybody who's listening to this on
Audio. Yeah. Check out our YouTube. We do have. So we're on TikTok. We got YouTube. We've got.
We got Apple Podcasts. We got Spotify. Anywhere you want podcasts, we have them except Google Podcasts.
So check us out.
I mean,
there's no reason why you shouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, no one ever said, "Hey, you better not listen to that Pike and Whoa.
That Pike and Pat podcast."
Wow.
Yeah,
go
listen to it.
That's our team name, Pike.
Pike. Our couple
the fish.
Name? Pike the fish.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, check us out. No one ever said you shouldn't listen to the Pat and Mike podcast. So.
Yeah, nobody ever said don't listen to the super hilarious, funny 20-year-olds talk
great
about...
looking on YouTube and TikTok. Guys, totally give us... Yeah, no, I mean, you already made it however far into this podcast, so you might as well keep listening and
exactly.
check us out more and share it with your buddies. I'm sure your buddies have something...
If you have friends that listen to podcasts, podcast, why not?
And if they don't, send it anyways.
Why not?
Yeah. No, I mean, you do you. If you want to send it, you can, No pressure. There's pressure.
There's so much pressure.
Yeah, but... I
think that's
check us out for sure.
I think that's a pretty good spot to end this one.
Definitely. Some interesting topics for sure.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be interesting to see if anything happens with John Mulaney, of course.
I'm sure more shit will happen to him, and we will be here talking
yes.
about it.
And whatever pans out with Kim K and Pete Davidson, I'm rooting for him. I feel like that's a king
move.
It's a king move for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So
100%. Respects to my boy.
For sure.
Pete.
My boy Pete. Names that start with P means you're a king.
Bitch.
Sorry, fam. And then so hopefully those things pan out. And we'll have some more info for you to
we'll see
share.
you guys here next week. We release a podcast every single week. Check us out on YouTube, Spotify, TikTok, the Pat and Mike Podcast. And we love you guys very much. Thank you for listening.
Yes. Goodbye. Mwah.